Welcome to today's video. Today I'm taking my parents out for lunch down the famous River Murray. I'm back in Adelaide, South Australia, and this paddle boat we're going to go on is just a luncheon for 3 hours, so we'll just see how that goes, and something a little bit unusual. Alright, we're on Captain Proud here. And here's Vern and Aunt Nat. What would you like to say about Captain Proud?
Yes, it's a very old boat, very efficient, very welcoming.
Other people are loading on now, and we're out in here on the River Murray. So let me give you some information about the River Murray. It's Australia's longest river, 2,508 kilometres, winding through New South Wales, Victoria and South Australia. It's the third longest navigable river in the world after the Amazon and the Nile. Part of the mighty Murray-Darling Basin, this area covers 1 million square kilometres, about 14% of Australia's landmass. It's crucial for agriculture, producing the majority of the country's oranges and apples. The River Murray supplies water to around 1.5 million households, plus numerous farms and businesses. Funny enough, this river has its own flag, which has been in use since the 1850s. And in South Australia, where I am now, the greatest flood occurred in 1956 and still goes down as one of South Australia's greatest ever natural disasters. What's this area here, mate?
So this is a galley through there.
Yeah.
And then through that way we've got our cold room to the right.
Alright,
and
the
then
crew.
straight through that door on the end there, that's the engine room.
Oh yeah. Kitchen? Storage?
Yeah, that's our kitchen.
Yeah. Yeah, this is Captain Proud. How old's this boat?
This boat was built in 1977.
1977. Yeah, it shows a bit of wear and tear, but it's. I thought today I'm back in Adelaide, South Australia, so I thought I'd take my parents out for an afternoon lunch on the boat here down the River Murray. My parents are in there around 90 years of age. So they enjoy to get out while they're still able to get around. That's the door down to the galley there. Well, here I am on the River Murray. Now I just thought I'd answer some questions that people have sent me about why I'm in YouTube travel vlogging and why I'm doing it and how did I get into it. Well, the reason I'm in it is because I like travelling and I like documenting my travel. That's number one. That was the number one reason for going into it. Yeah, so getting back to the YouTubing and how I do it, I'm retired. I'm a subcontractor by trade in the building industry for many years, and that through investments and everything else has given me an opportunity to do some travel. And as I say to everybody who wants to do YouTubing, make sure you've got the finances to be able to do the travel vlogging if that's what you like doing, because it does get expensive, of course, travelling different places. We're going past these sandstone cliffs here along the River Murray. And what you see in front there is a houseboat. It's quite a big industry, houseboat rentals on the River Murray.
They do come in all different shapes and sizes. Probably one of the largest sizes.
So yeah, it's very nice on the River Murray. It comes all the way down from northern Australia, down through South Australia and out to the ocean. So yeah, YouTubing is great fun. Travel vlogging is very good. I enjoy travel vlogging. But as I said, I'm retired. And people ask me, well, how have you financed your ability to go travel vlogging? Well, that's simple. I'm retired and I'm living off my investments, obviously. So give me an investment return so I can come up with the finances to pay for the airfares and accommodation you need to when you travel vlogging. It's not a cheap exercise. And I'll continue to do that. However, I don't do this full time. I'm not 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 52 weeks a year doing this. I only pick and choose destinations I want to go, and then I do the vlog. Now the other question I've got, or people have asked me, is how did you get yourself in a position where you can travel? Well, you can't do this job if you've got a full-time job. Let's put it that way. You can't do the travelling, you can't do the editing, you just can't do all the extras that you need to do, the time allocated to do the videos if you've got a full-time job. That's what I've found anyway. You can't just go away and take 4 weeks off and come back with a heap of footage and put together whole dozens of videos. If you've got to go back to work, there's a fair bit of time involved with it. I know there's people who keep it sort of a job, some sort of casual job, and manage to do YouTube full time. But yeah, that's a big job. I wouldn't be prepared to do that. It's just too much work and I haven't got the time. But yeah, I'm enjoying looking at the river. I've been coming here since I was a kid. We're here in June, late June, so middle of winter. So normally there'd be water skiing, there'd be lots of houseboats going up and down the river in summertime. Boogie boards, a lot of people come here, exercise for their 3 or 4 weeks annual leave. They'll spend it on the River Murray with the family. But today, of course, it's very quiet. It's about 14 degrees. I can't get around to show you the paddles because it's the paddles for the boat are behind that wall there, and this area here is locked off from patrons. Yeah, so I had a bit of trouble with the sound here, but there's my mother, look, sitting down. It's a small paddle boat going down the River Murray. It's only for luncheons, this one. There's other bigger boats which will go down the River Murray. They'll go for 2-night cruises, 3-night cruises, 7-night cruises. They're much bigger, but this is a smaller boat. It holds about 45 seated people there. My father's just sitting there having a red wine. But they enjoyed it. I think they got concession rates. It was a 2-course meal. It cost $79.90 for each of those, and mine was about $89.90 for the 2-course meal. And as you can see, people sitting at the back there. There was about 45 people on board. But yeah, it was a good relaxing afternoon. So here we are, we're just coming back into dock now on the famous Captain Proud paddle boat cruises. Now, funny enough, it was a little bit unusual because the captain said after 2 hours that all of a sudden the wind blew up a bit. And it's a reasonably lightweight boat. So he was a bit worried about turning it around on the river. So we've had to come back a little bit earlier, about an hour earlier. So that was a bit of a shame. But that's coming back into Murray Bridge, where the River Murray flows through. Yeah, so we had to leave the vessel early. And there's the paddles, so it's a very small boat and he was worried about the wind. Turning it around, it's very difficult to turn around the wind. Alright, so did you enjoy the...
Yes, we did.
Did you enjoy the trip?
Yeah, it was
On
fabulous.
Captain Proud?
Yes, very good.
Alright, they're happy with that.
Disappointed with the duration, but...
Okay, thank you for watching, appreciate that very much.